Good morning from an incredible Cape Town today. I'm doing one of my favorite things is ride with my bicycle up and down the promenade, just relaxing, unwinding from the week. And I have this thing bubbling up in my head that I really want to share. This last week I went to Manus's book launch, 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs, a book that he is so well and ready to write. He's done so much self-work, and what an incredible human being, and the choices he's made in order to get him to where he's become like this really successful, well-known person in South Africa. So big up to Manus, and thank you so much for inviting me to your book launch. I'm also written in it, so I'm very privileged to have that in there as well. But what I learned at this book launch was a talk that Eric Kruger gave. Eric Kruger, a guy that's becoming a friend of mine, and he has started something called Better Man, which I absolutely love. It's about the sort of masculinity and approaching this modern man in the sort of a modern way. And he's built this amazing, huge sort of group of men that follow his thoughts on the subject. But he taught me something called accretion. And accretion is this idea that out there in the galaxy, what happens is that a little piece of rock gathers a little bit more rock and a little bit more rock, and over millions and millions of years, this becomes a star or a planet. And the way he explained accretion and how it really landed for me was the title of this video, and something that's really like running through my head is this idea of a privilege of choice, the incredible privilege of choice that we have to make these moment-by-moment decisions. You see, these moment-by-moment decisions, as Eric really explained well, is what ends up making our lives. It's not the massive decisions that we think that really shifted our lives, and I'm sure there are those as well, but accretion, small, detailed decisions that we make minute by minute, second by second, that adds up to who we are. And I was explaining to a friend yesterday that the reason that I feel that people become really successful is they make small decisions to surround themselves with some really smart people. In other words, that small decision that you might be making, whether you should hire a coach or not, a personal trainer or not, or somebody that could help you get better at life, thinking that you should invest the money or not invest the money, that little decision could be a life changer. I have 4 coaches around me. 4 coaches that have their expertise, that allow me to unpack my thinking for them so they can give me their perspectives and insights. Small little decisions about how brave, courageous, and your goal setting is going to be. That small decision to think bigger, larger, and more courageously than yourself sets you up for a different trajectory moving forward. That small decision around whether you should eat that other piece of chocolate cake, that wonderful saying that says just because there's dessert doesn't mean you have to eat it. I love that. It's just that small little decisions that we make minute by minute give us this opportunity to understand that we are in control of our choices. The incredible privilege of choice is such a wonderful idea that we can take responsibility and become architects for how we're developing our lives. It's just such a wonderful, empowering statement. So when you are feeling a little bit down, or if you're feeling a little bit low, or if you're feeling that things aren't going your way, remember something. It's always your choice, the privilege of choice. Goodbye from an incredible Cape Town. Ciao.